What is up, YouTube? Alright, so I had the dogs out, I was watering some plants, and I figured I'd talk to you guys about this before I do. Alright, so something like this is more unexpected. This wicks incorrectly. The perlite actually wicks almost 100%. So it's kind of this right here, a lot of people said it would not grow. I've had it for a year, maybe over a year. I think it's a year. You see the roots coming down. You can see it dried up. It needs water. See, especially right in here, it needs water. I put a tube. I took the earth bucket method and did it like that. But I wanted to figure out how to do bonsais strictly for aquarium use, mainly. And so I figured this was the best way to start that, but outside. It does dry out. So I used the hydro balls, then I used sphagnum moss, I used active flora, I used perlite, but I also, right in here somewhere, I put a spiral up of cocoa fiber and peat moss. Very light cocoa fiber. I figured the acidic wouldn't hurt anything, but I also wanted it to drain better in the center, and I wanted to keep the design on the outside. But the perlite is in there to help drainage as well. Some of this is only on the outer ring, and then up here is more soil and cocoa fiber, perlite or peat moss, as you can see. It's just a mixture of this stuff. Really fun. It's done really well. So the other pine trees I've tried have not been successful. I don't even see them right now. Oh, one is right here, and that one was not successful. I basically was giving them too much sun and not enough moisture. Where like this has stayed saturated. Amazingly enough, this thing's done well. As you can see, that's what we get from that. I've gone further and tried, oops. So this was one I did inside. It's a dressing or something. It's just bark and water. Then we've got this is a banana. It's a red lady banana, and that's perlite. You can see the roots are down there as well. And I do the same thing, fill through the tube rather than the top. I find that's the best method, more like an earth bucket style. They can get rained on, but this way I can control the water a little better. So I literally just do this. Try to watch the bottom. See how much is going in there. And really, I don't want to do over that. That's all I need. Roots will reach down to that. Little sycamore will drop in there too. If it wants to grow, then it can grow. Now I gotta mess the bark on the ground. Lost bark. So anyway, as you see, some of these don't even need soil. They do fine. They just need some good light and water. And these are cuttings from my pomelo. They're also going to be bonsais. Again, I wanted to do aquarium style, and these can be transferred once I get them going properly. But these are cuttings off the top of my pomelo, which is kind of crazy. They're competing in size right now with it. You see moss is starting to grow. These I have to water quite regular. I just put them on the patio in the full sun. They were really getting beat up. Had both of them more like this. This one kind of, everything eroded away. And I'm just leaving it because it is surviving. And again, I just water. Might give them some nitrogen when I clean up Ziggy's poop. Or should I say poop, his water that he poops in. All these things get a little bit of that. It's natural. So, all right, y'all. hope this helps y'all. Maybe somebody can take some of his advice and transfer it to an aquarium or terrarium long before I even start this, even though I've got my papaya. So there's a papaya right there that I always talk about. And I trim it all the time. I'm waiting for it to grow back in full, dense. But this has been growing in here 100%. It was seeded in here. And now it's gotten pretty sturdy. I mean, I pushed on it a few times. I move it every once in a while just to strengthen it like the wind would do. When I put this branch in there, it got moved a whole bunch, but now it's like really firm. Firm enough anything could crawl on it. This is a magnolia. And I guess it's growing, that is changed a little, but it's so slow. It might be a better option than a papaya, but a papaya shows results very quickly. You can trim it very quickly, and like now the growth isn't extending upwards as much as it was, but now it's actually bushing up at the top, getting a lot more leaves than the light can actually touch, probably. Anyway, hope you guys do something similar. I'd like to see those. I do have Facebook. Y'all are welcome to stop by there. Drop a couple pictures in on my wall of your setups, bioactives. That'd be cool. I'm okay with that. Alright, y'all. Like, subscribe, and we'll see the progress of these plants later. Have a good weekend.